I knew that was too good to be true. It let me make the video last time with the song on. And now this time, it ain't letting me do it. I'm talking about in the car. I'm just talking about. I just not had me something to say. Although I had already been feeling it. And I don't know if anybody else said anything about it. But I think the song, I love this song, Attitude. Went downstairs with my hair, favorite jeans on my wear. Who's that there in that mirror? I see, that's why they stare. I love that song. And I know, so what, I got an attitude. Bitch, I got an attitude. Who cares I got an attitude? Bitch, I got a... No sleeping, no snoring, too much money out that door. Now keep up. By the time you be like, hey, attitude, 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 attitude. You be jamming. Ask me where I live. Okay. All right. Then you get to the part where it say, somebody, Grace Jones, favorite, own home, Beyonce's God. And for a long time, until today, I thought that was in another whole song. Not that I knew what song it was. I thought the song had changed. All this time, I'm thinking, I knew it was the same song, because I didn't hear the song change. But I didn't recognize it was the same song. But I knew it all at the same time. Did y'all hear that? I mean that. So then I stopped singing at that part. Then I started just turning the radio off at that part. And today, I had a whole nother thought. And it is, I'm not going to be worshiping no human after I done already worship God, the creator of the universe. If I got to think somebody's a God, I'd have to be me, the lowercase g. Because I'm not the big G. I still get $100 bills, y'all. I want some more of those, though. I'm all good, though. Don't. I was grateful. Because as soon as you want some more, something happens where you got less than you got. You always want more. Everybody know that already. Banana pudding, everything. But actually, you can be satisfied. I've been satisfied with certain amounts of things. So you can always look on the bright side and say, I don't want for anything. And I don't need anyone to not want. I don't need anyone in my household to accomplish that. So then I'm like, oh, that's an entire blessing. In its entirety. Shoot, Jack. That's a whole bunch of, and have this uterus too. Because I haven't gotten any of the benefits due me from being a Navy spouse, not as of yet. Why would that be something I'm not going to fight again? I have to take turns on this stuff. They got me cooking all kind of stuff in this kitchen. I ain't got no plates. I got vats. Big vats of stuff. I told y'all them pots on the stove. No, I got vats. I'm kind of being that you got to clean out in basic training. You got to lean all the way in where your feet leave the ground. And then you kind of balance on the side of the pot so you can wash it on the bottom. One of them. I got a whole bunch of them. Until you start working on it, it looks impossible. And when you look at that pot and see that it's as tall as you are deep. It's as deep as you are tall, almost. I don't know how to say it, baby, but I know one thing. You got to lean all the way in that bad, baby. I haven't got no taller since that day. So I'm still all the way leaned in, okay? And so your problems can feel like that. But as long as you lean in there, they might be real hot when the food's still in there, and after they get that leftover food out of it and everything, it comes down to you, and the pot's still hot. You can't really clean it yet, so, and you're mad because you're ready to be finished. Now, wherever you're mad at in real life, it doesn't matter what the mad is. It still equals mad. It equals feeling some sort of way that you can do nothing about. And being angry just makes you look ugly while you gotta stand there and look like that you are the military person ready to do whatever it takes. Which means after they have you standing at attention so long, and it's not long, but so many times, after you've been basic training so many days, I'm sure the basic training instructor can tell whether you're pissed off or not, even with your face like this. I'm sure, because he watched us fix it. He watched us fix our faces, I never thought about that till right this second. Well, I've never described that before. So then, therefore, you have to try to make your face look like that basic training man standing there. Or like, I would think, I'm not too sure of the nationality, but I know I've seen Philippine, Korean, and Japanese people do it. And that is by the expression on their faces. If they don't want to, they can discuss anything. It doesn't matter what it is. They don't have to raise their voice or change their face. Unless they become Americanized, of course. Or they want to show that side of them. But I've seen them. So, I'm thinking, and then you don't know. Because you don't, well, I think even if you know the language, but they might start talking real hard or a little louder, but you don't know if that's laughter or anger. Or not laughter, but a funny story, a happy story, or angry story, very exciting, about a trip on the sea, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what they're talking about because of the facial expression. You're going to assume they're arguing because you speak English. But that's not even it. That's just what we assume with the English. Now I'm gonna pretend like I speak what they speak. What would be left to assume? I wouldn't have to assume what's going on because I would know the language. As far as in the tone of the language, and then I still wouldn't have to make a face. They didn't make any faces. If they get loud, it'd be like one or two words. And the next person doesn't really say nothing loud. It doesn't really come in. I've never really heard anything come into a conversation where both people get real loud, but I guess one might have been a supervisor or something like that. But you got to get your face looking like that. A lot of times people think, like, since I'm like a real nice person, and then I might drop back into that phase with that, without the emotion in it. Oh, that's how you say it. An emotionless face. Yeah. A lot of people like to take it for, maybe you didn't understand. Don't even do this. That's when you look like your dad. That's when you look like your father. I'm silly. Wait a minute. That's because I was happy. Now, a lot of people like to assume that they've changed my mood. A lot of people would like to assume they were successful in making me happy. Sad, mad, and maybe even happy with their presence. You have to be happy with your own presence. So technically, no, your presence didn't make me happy. It's not doing anything for me in these cases. But if it does make me happy, I might not show it if I already know you, or the type of person that acts stupid. Act evil. Someone that likes to think a breadcrumb makes somebody happy when I was already happy when I was in this motherfucker. Shit. And I say, then people come in here and try to disturb the mood and let me be the only one talking. But I describe what they did to me. The whole problem, I tell them the problem with that is, I'm talking loud because I want my neighbors to hear what I said to you. Because one of us is going to need a motherfucking witness. Now, we're both going to be witnessed by what I say. Regardless of you not speaking, I don't think they understand that. Because I normally explain the whole situation in complete sentences and paragraphs and stuff. They don't get it. That don't mean the neighbors are my friends. That means they don't mind listening to find anything that would assist them in getting me this brown organ that covers my body, and this uterus that takes care of itself without a dead husband or an alive one or a father benefiting off my, my welfare is all on me. So they're very easily, I can understand them being ignorantly persuaded against me out of their own jealousy. And then jealousy causes them to be so ignorant that they accept the bribe from a person that's not even on my caliber, let alone theirs, since they think I'm not on theirs. So you should be wondering, white people, where did this money come from? You might have some drug money or some stolen out somebody's purse money in your house. Fucking with me, them serial numbers on them bills will be written down. You better ask somebody where I got that. Start looking it up your damn self. You steal my money and I know you stole it. We're going to know what money in that bank is mine. All people that get their money stolen from them don't know what denomination, I said it. Y'all just got to keep up with that sentence. I said it in shorthand language. That's how you talk in shorthand. No, you don't translate it. That's it. you don't know it, you just keep up until you figure out what it meant. Just really listen then. You got to listen to the conversation to figure out what it means. And if at the end you don't, you better keep running in your head. And remember that, because then you might know what it means when the time comes. How about that? Trying to tell you. So, sometimes, I don't want to say Beyonce's God. So is la da da da. Da 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 da. So it's the dang dang. That could mean I'm not going to listen to those songs that they write, because I gotta want to know. Let's find out what it means to me. Because that means maybe I misunderstood some other words in there. We got to read them lyrics. I noticed in some places that I looked up some lyrics, one place, lyrics for starting something, and it was missing a whole verse in the middle of the song. So if I had saw that one first, what would that have meant? That would have been fucked up, huh? So you got to keep looking. Maybe it's missing more verses than that. And the one I read even. You better let the truth unfurl. No one can hurt me now. And yes, I know it's true. He believed in him, and he believed in me. And help me sing it. And I believe in me, and I believe in you. Hey, don't be trying to sing songs that tell you somebody's God. Because that other one said, I used to be a little G, now I'm a big G, $100 bills, y'all. Okay. I thought he meant OG, original gangster. And then lately I heard everyone has God within them. That's the spirit and the soul, something like that. And you got two spirits. I forgot the names of all that. Don't be mad at me. Because I'm just not learning there's two spirits and a soul anyway. So how would I have to know the title of one if I didn't know there were two? If there was one, it wouldn't have to be nothing but spirit, period, right? Okay, now, leave me alone with that part right now. And so now, I don't like that part. And I don't know one of them people that they say, I don't know if I know one of the names that they say is God. I'm not going to be calling that out. And I said, hey, I mean, I ain't going to say no better than it sounds as if I was walking up from afar. It sounds like worshiping. And I don't know why you want to do that. Wanna play my game tonight. I don't think I wanna. I don't know why I said wanna. That's why I had to figure out where I heard somebody say wanna. But guess what? Be careful of what you're listening to. Be careful of what becomes your favorite part. Be careful because you may not know what it means. Because I grew up in the middle of all of this, and there's a lot of things that I don't have the vocabulary for. I've been gaining vocabulary for it, or titles of programs. I always knew that I'm an Annie. Are you okay? Because Mommy and I was walking. Okay. Walking, okay. Okay, walking. Did you understand that? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, right? Are you walking? I can't say it good like are you working? Are you working, Annie? Are you okay? He don't say oh real good. He said, okay. Are you okay? I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. I have not read that yet. Because I'm trying to hear what I think I hear and then go see what it says, because that's very important. Because somebody like Michael Jackson or Prince or even other artists want to know what it sounds like to you. Are you okay, Annie? Are you working? Are you walking? Okay, okay. And are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Yeah. Those 3 words can be okay, working, walking. Are you okay, working, walking? That's a good sentence right there. Are you working, Annie? And are you walking while you're working? Are you walking, Annie? And are you walking while you're working? Are you okay, Annie? Take on it, Annie. Good on it, Annie. Say Annie, Annie, Annie. But I think that was something that was changed. I got to I put the timeline on the memory. Sometimes if you don't put a timeline on it, you don't have to know. Don't use your memory and try to figure out what year it was or how old you were. Put things to that time period that you do know how old it was. So since I didn't know how old I was, I had to figure out how old my sister was then. And I'm not, she was either not born or just born then. So then who was standing next to me? Oh, we watched Jay Johnson, Jack, when he used to do domestic violence to Mama. That would be you and I, huh, Jay? No, your first name ain't baby. Now, so that means some of the time it was just Janet and I. And the other times, it was Janet, I, and a baby that was not even able to crawl, turn over, can't hold her own bottle. And that was the same time period when someone wants me to believe that that younger child called me Yaya. No, it was not Yaya. It wasn't that child. It's Janet. Sure is. And don't say maybe. We have to stay in them hotels. The difference is, I think you would see Jay at both families, especially after being selected to go on the TV. Then he found out he lost money, wasn't that much money on the movie industry, so he put you over there, or else he'd have had us in both places, one in each place. But I think he had to tell them that you weren't one of the people that was born in that set of, I'm not sure if we were triplets or quadruplets. Might be Cinco de Mayos. Octo, mama, ya es 8. 67, 68, 69, 18. Ah, honey, I said it good enough. Y'all know 5. I don't know if it was more than 2. Because for some reason I remember them. At the same time, I'm like, Tanya, that's weird. And then I have to say, oh, thanks for the Roseanne Barr, even though she's gonna vote for Trump. Thank you, Rosie. Sometimes you gotta have some friends on the Trump side, huh? Imagine that. Unless she met some real prominent black people, and they're gonna tell that little old black child what she don't know. I think she don't know that by herself. If she do know, this gonna help her. Oh, don't him that much. But better hurry up before Roseanne died too. They all from Denver. That's Pam. I bet you she might know. Why? Because the Jacksons ain't gonna tell you. Shoot, Jack. Because John and his son are in Denver. You know John's son? Jay? Oh, I got a certificate. But then I noticed that it says that they were, seems as if Joe married the same woman twice. But Jay Johnson was over here saying, "Shoo, Jack." With them Johnson brothers. The Yarbers and the Johnsons are supposed to be very prominent here in Denver in them 70s. I don't know how the next, my generation kept that name like they had it. They had that name Ballin. Still ballin'. I don't know too many hustlers they can hustle along as Mr. Yarber. Matthew, they got a lot of Yarbers. Pick one. But that one. Even his daddy. He was nice to me. I like that man. I spent some time with him. That was really cool. Because I'd be thinking, I don't have a grandpa, but he said he was my grandpa. So he already knew me before I met him. But I must have met him, huh? Probably before Tony was born, right? Yeah. And I forgot to tell you guys that they were witches. Now that I know, I'm going to know what witches look like now. I was driving today, and it became to my understanding that, where to go, honey? Look at me. Right around here. I could be looking like that. I never noticed that kind of stuff. But anyway, there it is. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. I gotta do it like this because that's hard. Oh, I didn't see that one. That's a pretty good one. Let me look. I wonder what I was mad about. See, I didn't know that. See, I'm mad there. Kind of calm there. Mad again. I didn't know I make mad faces for, just out the blue. You know? Where'd my picture go? Oh, here we go. It's first. I thought it was last. This one's the oldest. Gene, Billie Jean. Jean, Billie Jean. The baby that went to the doctor. Now see, this hand looks creepy when I was thinking about this. Why she got so much space right there, auntie? I don't know. But mommy won't touch. Who's touching me? Wait a minute, let me turn this way. Y'all think auntie's arm can go way over there and touch me? That'd be a big ass motherfucking arm, huh? Auntie paints her nails. I can't tell. They look painted to y'all? Yeah, I think so. But you can't know. Auntie keep her nails painted. Let's see. That look like a big ass hand. Whose hand does that look like they're playing piano on my shoulder? I'm thinking it's Auntie because I remember it, but it just looks really weird to me. Oh, there's a bracelet on the arm, so that's her. You can't tell where the thumb is. You can't tell which side of the hand that motherfucking thumb is supposed to be on in that motherfucking picture, huh? That's kind of spooky. I thought I was going to look for her. I thought she just had one finger over my shoulder. But that's my pretty auntie. And that's my pretty mommy, but I'm mad at her. So she told you them teeth ain't playing. What'd I tell you? Grandma, what shiny teeth you have? The better to trick you with, my dear. Uncle ain't opening his. They tried to make me a witch. This is what witches look like in the Warlock, too. Because I didn't recognize that Uncle looked like that day. I see it in the picture, but I didn't know that's how he looked. I had no idea. You know what I mean? I'm in my 30s. So, I was just wanting to make sure y'all knew that you saw some witches. Let me show you some. Oh, here you go. This one is on this picture. Oh, this one, but... Well, why the picture got a... Why this one let the whole hand be on there? Goddamn. That was spooky, huh, y'all? Google, bitch. Okay, now we know where the thumb is. That's my auntie. That was spooky. Uncle looked like JJ. Don't ever lie. But you know, I was going to show you some. I think this is a witch. And she put something in her cheeks. And she's been lightening her face. Because she has no eyeliner on, but her eyes are real dark. Because you can't put that shit on your eyes. It'll make you hurt your skin around your eyeballs. See how dark she's supposed to be? That's how you learn that. She put something in her cheeks, trying to look like me. That's not her original nose either. I don't like that she wouldn't tell me tell her own damn sister that, like I can't see. I mean, how you think I can't see? That's crazy. Don't be trying to look like me. I look like me by myself. You ain't got that tooth. You ain't got that gap right. You ain't vain enough. You used to have a little gap, you closed it. You used to have a little one. See, you can't do it now. That was too bad, wasn't it? And now you got that doggone clown face. Really? Joker. Looks like the Joker. I ain't say I always look good. But I think these are witches. I'm not a witch. I'm not sure about her. I'm not sure about her. I don't know why the other girl ain't in here. She must have snapped her pictures up out of here. Because I can't have no pictures of the one that's named after the Quincy Jones. I don't know if she's not literally named after Quincy Jones, but her name's Quincy. And I think it's worth looking into. Because of who I am. And if you think that I'm lying or crazy, then that's worth for you to look into and ask for some of this blood to go on. They got some Jackson dang on foundations doing mitochondrial work and stuff. I'd have to look that mitochondrial up. But I'd need 2 pieces of blood. That Mary Grant, she got kids from 2 different surnames there. Their surname. And that's why any Upshaw and any Glenn could compare blood to me. And then once I have the Upshaw, you find that Upshaw in me, then you're going to need to know, well, how the fuck that happened? And then I just told you. And if not, Jackson. Action Jackson. Because Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Yeah, because they had to kill Johnson off. And then Jackson, bam, right back at you. Oh, I thought of this today too. A lot of times, we don't know the meaning. Or maybe people, did they really mean to say that about me? Being mean? How was I thinking that up earlier? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Hold up, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what people mean when they describe and say that I mean. When I'm not mean. I never mean to be mean. All I am is I mean what I mean. That doesn't make me mean, nor does it constitute me meaning to be mean. Catch the meaning? Catch my drift? You got me. So you may have best ask them to clarify the meaning of the word mean that they're working with, because, oh, I mean what I mean, but I'm not mean at all.